Good afternoon, everyone. So we're going to have afternoon tea at the Cake Bake Shop at the Boardwalk. This is my first time going there, so I'm really excited. I've never been there before. I do love doing afternoon tea, so I'm very excited about this. It's my aunt's birthday, so that's one of the things we're doing today. So yeah, come join me as we go to the Boardwalk and have afternoon tea. So I just finished afternoon tea at the Cake Bake Shop at the Boardwalk. I wanted to kind of talk about my experience and kind of I'll add in my videos here. So we had afternoon tea at the Cake Bake Shop at the Boardwalk. It was $95 a person, and it was our specific time frame was from 1 to 3. So I guess it's a 2-hour experience. It did not take 2 hours for us. But it was $95, included gratuity. You do have to like prepay for it in advance. So it was nice because we booked this like 6 months ago, and so we didn't feel like we had to pay for anything when we were actually there because we paid it so long ago. But yeah, so this was my first time at the Cake Bake Shop. It was very beautiful. It is located at the Boardwalk Resort. Beautiful restaurant. As soon as we walked in, it smelled like truffle, and I love truffle, so but they escorted us to the specific tea room. That's just this tiny little room. There was like 5 to 6 tables just specifically for the afternoon tea, which I believe they only do it on the weekends as well. But yeah, they escorted us to our room. They had a whole table already set up for us. There was individual cards with like a message with all of our names. Like we each individually had our own with our name on it, which is awesome. And yeah, so I'm kind of just like going through my whole experience, and one of the first things I thought of is I think service started a little slow at the beginning, in my opinion. It kind of took a couple minutes till like our server came to introduce themselves and like explain what's going on. We had a menu there that we could look at, but it took a little bit of time for them to come and explain and actually take our order of tea. So it's a fixed menu. So like there is a first course and then like a tier, but the teas, they had about 6 different teas, and they had a cute little presentation on, we got to like smell all the teas, learn a little bit about each of the teas they have, which I believe was 6 different options. You can also get champagne or other bubbles added to your meal as well. But yeah, so we got to pick our teas. The teas were unlimited, so we could have had as many teas as we wanted. I had 3 different teas. Well, yeah, I had 3 different teas the entire time. I started with one, and then I got one like after our first course, and then in the middle, towards the end, I got another tea as well. So yeah, we picked our teas, and then the first course came, which was a scone. So it was a lemon blueberry scone, and my first impression of it was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like I've seen a lot of videos and pictures. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It was warm, and it came with some sides. So it came with a raspberry jam, clotted cream, as well as a salted butter. And this was a fantastic scone. I'm not normally a big lemon or blueberry fan, but this was very, very good. But scone-wise, the texture was perfect. It was so soft, but it still had a good bite to it. Like it was like a biscuit, and I love a good biscuit. Like this was like the elevated biscuit, and it was so good. And pairing it with the butter and the clotted cream and the raspberry jam, so good. It was literally so good. I'm not normally a scone person. I love biscuits. I love scones. I'm very picky with them. This was a good scone. So yeah, that was the first course. And like I said, it was way bigger than I thought. They gave us to-go boxes to put it in. And then we got a tier. It was a three-tiered stand. It was a three-tiered stand. One of them was three-tiered, one of them was two-tiered. All three, it was a party of three of us, so we each got one of everything. And I was a little concerned about that because sometimes if you go to afternoon teas, you can get like unlimited everything. This was different. So you could get unlimited tea, but not the food. You couldn't get refills on that. But yeah, so we had our tiers. So the bottom had 4 different types of sandwiches. So we had an egg salad sandwich, a smoked salmon sandwich, a cucumber goat cheese sandwich, and then a chicken salad sandwich. I enjoyed all of them. I think my least favorite out of those was the smoked salmon. I love salmon, but it was so strong in the smoke flavor for smoked salmon. The other three I really loved. I think I would say my next least favorite was probably the egg salad, which I normally love. It was just not as flavorful as the other two. It was still good, but the chicken salad and the cucumber goat cheese had a lot more flavor to it. I don't like cucumbers. I do like goat cheese, but that sandwich was very good. It wasn't too overly strong on goat cheese, but it definitely tasted like goat cheese. And then the chicken salad one was also very good. Dessert-wise, there was, so the Cake Bake Shop is known for their bakery as well. And so there was several different items that you could go and get at that bakery as part of this dessert service. There's a lemon bar, a magic bar, a raspberry crumble bar, and then on the top there was a chocolate cake, some macaroons, a truffle. There was one other item, but that was a part of the 2 desserts. I tried all of them, and I will say this was the first time I had one of the cakes from there, and oof, I took one bite out of that chocolate cake. Oh my god, I get it now. It was a very good cake. It was very moist. The texture was so good in that cake. I get it. I get why people spend $22 on these cakes. Out of the bars, I'm not a lemon person, but actually the lemon bar wasn't too tart, and I appreciated that. The raspberry one was so fine. The magic bar was interesting because it's got a bunch of different layers to it. So there's a bunch of different flavors going on. So the first bite I had of it, I did not love, but then the second bite I loved. So it definitely kind of was a taste journey, at least with that one bar. And then the macaroons were good. The truffle was good. In that second portion, I started off my meal with an Earl Grey tea. And then, and I loved Earl Grey. I think the Earl Grey was my favorite out of all 3 that I had. In the middle of my meal, I had the Oriental tea, which is their green tea. I did enjoy it, and I'm typically a green tea person, but I liked the Earl Grey better. At the end of my meal, I got mint tea, peppermint tea, which is one of my all-time favorite teas. I really wanted to end my meal with that, and it definitely helped because I didn't leave feeling super stuffed. I feel content. But yeah, so those were all the teas I got. And then those were the tiers that we had. And it was a great experience. I will say, it was a 2-hour experience, and it really only took us almost an hour and a half. So I don't think it was rushed necessarily, but I feel like it could have been spaced out a little more. Specifically with the sandwiches and desserts, maybe if they gave us the sandwiches first to enjoy and then bring us the dessert tiers, I think that might have helped maybe, because we did leave early, but we made sure to finish our 3rd tea. I have done afternoon tea many times. This is not the first time I've done it. I've done afternoon tea near where I live. I've done afternoon tea at Disney before. I've done it in England. So like I've had a lot of experiences with it, and this was a very good version. Don't think it was the best version of afternoon tea I've ever done, but I did enjoy it. I think the theming and the decorations were really great. The food was very good. But like at the beginning, I mentioned this was a $95 experience. I don't know if it was worth $95. I do think you should try it once. I don't think I would do it again. But the food was great, the tea was great. It just was kind of, I feel like, too short for what an afternoon tea is meant to be. That would probably be my biggest thought on the experience, is I feel like it could have been stretched out a little bit to where we could have maybe ate more. And just, again, we weren't rushed, but I feel like it just could have been spread out a little bit longer. But yeah, so, sorry, there was a bug on me. But yeah, so that was my experience with afternoon tea at the Cake Bake Shop. I hope you enjoyed all of my videos I had. I did very much enjoy my experience. I would like to go back there again, probably to the bakery for sure. The restaurant was very beautiful, and I've heard mixed reviews because it is a pricey restaurant. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this afternoon tea, and I hope you maybe try it one time. And for sure, I think going to that bakery would definitely be the way to go. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you can watch some of my other videos from this vacation. We have a really exciting dinner tonight also, so it's also really exciting. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in my videos.